All right, we're here, Tat Chat Podcast. My guest is...
Cool. Just cool.
Just go. All right, what's your Instagram?
It's Tattoos by Cool.
All right, where do you tattoo at? Where do you live at? Just a little general spiel about yourself.
Yeah, so I tattoo at Oming Tattoo Gallery, the Goodyear location. There's two. I live in Goodyear, you know.
Don't be too excited. Bro. Don't be too excited.
I don't know how else to say it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. That's where it is. That's
what type of tattoos do you do? How long have you been tattooing? And that kind of thing.
Yeah, so I majority do black and gray realism. I do like the line work with the dots. You know, it's funny because there's so many names for it that I don't even know how to explain it.
Like a stippling style.
Yeah, some people say stippling, some people say illustrative, some people say line work, some people say fine line, you know, and I'm like, I just do what I do, you know.
I just tattoo. That's as simple as that. All right. So for here today, we're just going to ask you a few questions. We're going to kind of get a general spiel about your opinion on a couple things. Just do your best to kind of just let us know in full your opinion on the questions and the statements that I make. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
All right, you can put that mic a little closer to that mouth hole too. If you want.
Hey, bro, you know me. I'm chilling.
There you go. Is that better? There you go.
That's cool. It works.
He don't even want to hear himself in here. All right. So my first go-to for you is: would you rather tattoo a male or a female?
You know,
don't lie.
Don't
lie.
I'm gonna say overall, female.
Why?
Multiple reasons. One being a big one, they don't complain as much.
As far as like the pain, as far as
pain, price, you know, anything, design really. They just want it to look good. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Think about like the way I compare it is to hair, right?
Okay.
So most women don't complain because they want to look good. It's about beauty.
You just want to do a good hair. Like they just want their hair to look good.
Yeah, they want their hair to look good. They want their lashes to look good. Makeup. They don't care. Can we swear on here?
Yeah, go ahead. Can we swear here? Obviously, don't go too crazy, but definitely, you be yourself. You know what I mean?
It's just gonna come out sometime.
Yeah. We're tattooers. We're a little bit them old school sailors. You know what I mean?
No, but you know, they just want to look good, so they don't care how much it's gonna cost. So I feel like when it comes to tattoos, they're getting it because they want to look good. You know, it does make them feel better about themselves. So the design, they trust you. They see your work.
You don't think that guys want to get tattooed to look good?
They do, but the thing is, right? I think that most guys don't care because if they go and get some scratch work, like you know what I mean? We all got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We just look rougher. We look cooler. You know what I mean? And most women, they don't want to look like that. They want to look sexy. You know what I mean? So it's like.
So you would rather tattoo a girl because it's something to look sexy?
No. I would rather tattoo a girl because she wants to pay more. She's not gonna argue. You know what I mean? And she's gonna chill while you tattoo. And just being real, it's not always about the money, right?
Yeah.
But we tattoo for money. We
got bills.
Yeah. This is what we do. So I don't want clients that's coming in all the time and they're sitting there and they're like, how much is it? Nah. You know,
okay, so you think that women are more consistent as far as taking the pain, they're more willing to pay your prices no matter what the prices are, that kind of thing. So you're just overall like females are typically like the way to go.
It's not that I enjoy tattooing them more. I think they're just easier to deal with. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because that's like the only situation they're easier to deal with. I just being honest here. We're just spitting some honesty here. Okay. So are your clients typically females? Like you specifically, do you feel like you have more female clients than you have male clients?
Yeah. It used to be a lot more, but I feel like as I got further into my career and I got more clients and stuff like that, a lot of guys started catching more attention and wanting
catching some feels for you.
Oh, maybe. You know what I mean? It's the hair.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, hey, you do got some luscious hair, man. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. Okay, so moving on. So obviously you'd rather tattoo women over men, pain, money, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What is your worst male tattoo story? And what is your worst female story? You don't got to say names. No one wants to hear it. They probably still follow you. But there has to be something that is just so memorable and you just can't help but like tell someone. Because I have a couple stories where like I tell everyone.
Yeah.
Like, I tell absolutely everyone. What is your worst male and your worst female scenario? You got this.
You know,
Don't tell me you have fantastic clients because
no.
everyone's got them.
No, this is funny because now thinking about it with my explanation of why I like to tattoo women more,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have more women horror stories than I do men. But
Oh boy.
but you know, maybe it's just because I tattoo a lot more women than I do men. So
Mhm.
that's why I might have more stories. But I feel like most of the men that I have to deal with that are more horror stories are like spouses. You know what I mean? They just make it awkward. I don't know why. You know what I mean? They sit there and it's like, bro.
So you're like tattooing like a thigh or like a butt cheek, and they're just sitting here watching, hoping that you don't go places you're not supposed to.
You know, one time,
You can push this forward, bro. You're kind of, don't be scared, bro.
I can hear myself breathing, bro. I feel like
I can't.
I'm nervous.
You're good,
I'm nervous.
bro.
I don't even see cameras like this. You guys don't know, but there's 3 people staring at us right now,
There
and
is.
I'm not used to that.
There
I'm
is.
like, what are you looking at, bro?
You see
You know
how
what I
like when I'm talking, my microphone is way more consistent. It's not cutting in and out,
Yeah.
but yours is like every time you talk, it's kind of like this.
Yeah.
Just talk, man. Just talk in the mic, man. That's your best friend.
Yeah. Hey,
Don't be
friend.
afraid to,
What's up, my friend?
That sounded fantastic.
What's up, friend?
Correct. Fantastic. It sounds fantastic. I'm just saying, everyone here that's listening or watching, they want to hear clarity.
Oh, yeah.
They don't want to hear just my voice.
They might.
I mean, they do.
They might.
But you know.
what I mean?
He's like, heck no, I don't want to hear your voice. Okay, so moving on. Now that we got your microphone situation
Yeah.
fixed, right? Let's hear your worst female story. There has to be one on mind.
You know, I want to tell this story, but I don't think I can because she's threatening to sue me and shit, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The thing about it is I think you can.
No, I don't think I can. She was. I don't know. It was weird. It was
But
weird.
it's not going to affect you. If someone's going to sue you, you telling the story isn't going to change
No. It's not about like her suing me that I'm worried about. I just don't want to hear it again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
we
even
gotta
wa-
hear it.
I don't
We
even
have
want
to
to be
hear
in
it. Nope.
contact.
No, we got to hear it.
You know?
Let's hear it.
Long story short, you know, I got hurt. I ended up in the hospital.
Okay.
Not to mention I was there for 10 hours overnight before I even got
Wow.
seen. So I already had a long night. You know what I mean? And then I come into tattoo and, you know, this is weird because going back to the first question, my horror stories are like everything that kind of part like does with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it kind of conflicts.
Yeah.
You're like, man,
Yeah,
do
it's
I
like-
like tattooing
I'm like,
females?
man.
Because, man, I don't know.
Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I like tattooing guys better. You know what I mean?
So you switched it
Less
up?
problems. Yeah, changed my mind.
All right, let's go back. So you're getting sued. So you're sick.
Yeah, so I ended up coming in the next day, and she gets tattooed or whatever, you know. Starts off, I tell everybody how I work, you know. So I work a certain way, so I kind of explain that going on, and then we do the tattoo. So we finish. She's not happy with it, you know. I'm not the type of person to kind of talk bad about nobody, so I'm gonna try and say this as best as I can,
Yeah,
you know, 'cause
absolutely.
I'm not trying to do that. She wasn't happy, supposedly, you know, and I was like, okay, so I'm trying to help her, and she's telling me why, and I'm like, let me know why, so I can help you, because we're not done with your tattoo yet. You know, there's more pieces to this, so you gotta let me get finished before you tell me you don't like it. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So it's just reason I explain, reason I explain, reason I explain, and it's always an issue. So finally, I'm like, you know, I'm sorry, I can't do this. You know, I'm gonna charge you for what we did, and it is what it is, and we're gonna leave it alone.
Yeah,
You
we're
know
gonna
what I
part
mean?
ways. Yeah.
Yeah, so she was unhappy, and it kind of got a little crazy. She kind of blew me up for a long time, you know, and I just had to leave it alone, you know. I was like, please just stop. Like, I don't like problems.
So
you know what I mean? I'm not
she didn't like the tattoo that you did,
mm-hmm.
and so your approach was, "Okay, just pay me for the services because I did the service,
Right.
but we don't have to continue this relationship any farther."
Right.
So she's gonna sue you for that,
No.
or she's gonna
I don't-
sue you because she doesn't like the tattoo.
I have no idea.
What
It was a
the
lot.
heck?
Yeah. There was like a bunch of little messages and stuff like that going back and forth. Not even back and forth, just to me. You know what I mean? And I was like, I was
Just
like,
weren't
please.
responding
Yeah,
and
I was
stuff
like,
like that?
like stop, please, just
Yeah,
stop.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I do not like drama. I don't get myself involved in that.
Which is
stuff,
kind of
and
probably
I was
why you cut it
very
off and
nice.
you didn't want to continue the sessions and you didn't want to make it a continuous
You know,
thing.
I feel bad even saying that here, but fuck, we're talking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
gotta be real. You know what I mean? So if I had to say the worst experience I've had, that was it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean, as a tattooer myself, obviously too, someone not liking the tattoo you do,
Yeah.
even though, like, for instance, what if I loved it?
yeah.
Like, what if you loved what you did on her?
Oh, yeah.
And she was just
You're
not
still gonna
having
go
it?
home and you're still gonna be like, fuck, did I
Yeah,
do
like,
a shitty
yeah,
job?
did I do a bad job?
Yeah,
you kind
yeah,
of
you
gotta
know what I
look
mean?
back at it and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Did you do that? Did you do that?
No. I just went,
He's like,
I just
no, I
went
was
to dinner.
done.
Yeah, I just went to dinner, bro. I was
Yeah.
like, I just can't deal with this. Because in my head, I knew that it wasn't bad.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to be my harshest critic. I've done tattoos. You know, we've all done them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Every tattooer out there, if you're telling me you never did a tattoo you didn't like, you're lying or you're full of yourself. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I'm like-
facts. I think that you should dislike most of the tattoos you do.
Oh, yeah. Ever
Because
since
that
I
gets you
started,
better
man.
and that like makes you grow. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
My thing, when I first started tattooing, and I still try to do this, every time I do a tattoo, I try to find 3 things that I did wrong with it.
Mhm.
You know, if I can't, then I'm lying to myself. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah. You're not a
it
machine. Dude.
doesn't
There's,
mean
there's
that
no
it's-
such thing as perfect.
Yeah,
in
it
life.
doesn't mean that
Simple
it's
as that.
bad, but you can always be better.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's more why I
Okay.
do it. You know
What
what I mean?
what about guys?
Guys?
Do you have a bad guy story?
Got bad guy story? No,
But or do you
what?
not have one now because now you really
No,
like tattooing guys?
Yeah, yeah. You know, now that I think about it, I'm like, fuck, man. Like,
Guys are awesome.
yeah. I think guys are more of a headache in the beginning.
Okay.
If you click and then you work with them,
I agree.
and maybe that's why I don't have a bad
100% agree.
tattoo story. Because in the beginning, they come in, and I feel like a lot of men pretend that or feel like when they come into a tattoo shop, they have to be a macho man.
Yeah, yeah. Or
know,
like entitled in a situation.
Yeah, they have to be the big guy, and I'm like, bro, like I'm chilling, bro. Why,
Yeah.
why are you coming in like that?
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, I say it all the time. I was like, my favorite thing is when guys come in and they're like, money ain't an issue, bro. I got it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, cool, here's the price. And they're like, damn, that's a lot. I'm like, what?
Bro.
You know what I mean? Like,
What's crazy too is that
did I just hear that?
to me it happens to all the people where I hook them up.
Oh yeah.
So even though I'm like, you
Yes.
know what? Like I'm gonna do this instead of this in my head, they're the ones that complain.
yeah.
That's crazy. I could have said I'm gonna charge for 1,000, but then I'd be like, I'm gonna do this one for like 750.
Oh yeah.
And they're still like, dang, 750.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I'm about to charge you 1,000.
yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
mean? I
for
was
sure.
about to charge you $1,000.
Yeah. So I think if I had to say like the craziest experience I've had with a dude, and it wasn't even the dude I was tattooing, because if you want to talk about like wow tattooing,
Yeah.
I was his friend. So I was laying this, and this is crazy because this is when I first started tattooing. You know what I mean? So I'm
Okay.
already nervous, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like one of my first big pieces, I'm like, oh man, I'm sweating my head. I'm like, dude, can I do this shit? You know? So the whole time he's like questioning me. He's like, nah, that ain't right. And he had a bunch of traditional work, you know what I mean? And the piece I was doing wasn't traditional. So he's like, that's not how it should look. And I'm laying the stencil on his friend, and I'm like,
Okay.
bro, like, okay, you know what I mean? Just ignore him, whatever. So he starts going again, like, no, that's wrong. And I'm like, look, so I started explaining to him, you know what I mean?
Like what
Just-
you were doing.
yeah,
what,
yeah,
way,
just,
yeah.
I don't got no time to argue, you know what I mean? I'll just explain to you, make you feel better, go on your way, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, this is your friend. You know what I mean? Like, why
Yeah.
are you asking so many questions?
Yeah.
And he has a sleeve, and it's not bad, but it's not amazing. You know what I mean? But it looked good.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, way better than I could do at the time. I'm gonna be honest. you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
But,
absolutely.
so he's sitting there and he's going on and on and on. And finally, I said, bro, like if you're not gonna stop, you gotta leave. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I can't see because he's getting more angry, like angrier and angrier the
Yeah.
whole time. And I'm like, you're gonna have to leave. You ain't gonna stop. So his friend's sitting there, still looking at him, like feeling all bad, you know. And
Yeah.
then he said something crazy, and I was like, yo, my man, like you gotta go. You lost your deposit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like you're out of here. Like,
Like
yo.
I can't tattoo you because your
Yeah.
boy. Have a talk with him. You know what I mean? His boy said something crazy, and I was like, oh, I kind of freaked out a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, yeah.
He laughed. I was like, oh shit.
Bro, you know what's funny about that? Like I just watched this video and it got me so weak. So it's a woman, and she's explaining a story. She says, I'm gonna break this down in the way I remember. She pretty much goes, if you're a dude and you come into the tattoo shop to get a tattoo, and your woman is telling you how much to spend, what tattoo to get, how to get some placement, how to do this, or anyone's telling you what to do with your body, grow some balls. Like that's how the video ends. The video ends. She's like, "Oh yeah, if you're gonna do this and this and this and this and this and this and this, grow balls." And I'm like, "Oh, she's telling him that dude just need to tell his homie to get the fuck out and grow some nuts."
Oh, I mean, and women too, because how many
Just
guys-
in general, yeah,
anybody, you know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean? It's like, it's hard to watch people come in and like, the first thing that they want to do is, can I take a picture? Can I send that to somebody? I'm like,
Yeah,
do you like it? You
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta
They're
wear
looking for it, dude. Yeah, dude, I've had clients do that, and like, just because your sister's brother's uncle's nephew's son doesn't like the tattoo doesn't mean that you're not gonna like it or it's not good and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Happens
Yeah.
all the time.
I'm like,
dude.
bro, this is the line drawing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
you don't know what it's gonna look like.
no,
Yeah.
I got you.
Otherwise,
You know
they
what
would be tattooers if they knew what the heck was going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it is what it is. You
Dude,
know,
that drives me
part
nuts.
of
I
the
can't
job, I
stand
guess.
that. But the whole like when going back to what you were saying about guys too, the one thing that like really irks me every single time is when a guy feels like he knows more than what you know. And it's always dudes. It's never girls. And girls are never like, oh, no, like, it's going to be this way. It's got to be this way. No, like, guys are like, no, dude, like, you're stenciling that wrong. Or what is that? That's not what you should use.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. I'm like, dude, man, you're getting the tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm doing the tattoo. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you telling me what to do? Dude, I've gotten to the point now where I just let people leave my shop.
Yeah.
Like, I legit tell, like, I'm
So-
not interested in working with you. So, like, please leave my location. Like,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Funny story on top of that. It didn't happen to me. I wasn't there, but I had done a guest spot in Connecticut. And
Okay.
some friends out there, we're all talking, and they're telling me about this story about how one of the guys, his really good friend, it was a tattooer as well, and they worked in the same shop.
Mhm.
Well, he was tattooing this guy, and the whole time the guy kept questioning him, and he's just like ignoring it, answering it. Finally, he ended up giving him the machine. He gave him his machine and just walked out and went home. And the guy's sitting there forever,
Dang.
and he looks over and tells his other friend, the one that's telling me the story.
Yeah.
He said the guy just looked over and he's like, "Hey, is he coming back?" And he was like, "Nah, probably not."
Yeah.
And
Dude,
he's like, "Why?" He's
you
like,
do it.
"Because you were fucking questioning the whole
Yeah,
time."
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And he was like, they ended up messaging, and then I guess he said they became really good friends after that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I thought that was the funniest thing.
Dude,
like,
he probably earned so much respect.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah.
he was just like, yo, all right, you do it here, take the machine. Like, I'm going home, dude. Like,
yeah.
You're
No,
gonna
he-
do
he
my
didn't
job
say
for
shit.
me.
Apparently, he just gave him the machine and just left.
dude, that's gangster.
That's funny as hell.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Whoever did that is a G, bro. Like, I would be friends with that dude. He's a gangster. Like, I would like to do some, like, I would do some shit like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I really could. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of like arguing with a girlfriend. You're like, I'm gonna leave, and then you sit out in your car.
Yeah, I just walked back.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Like, that's gangster.
What we're doing outside, I was looking at my registration.
That's pretty gangster, bro.
Yeah.
That's straight up gangster.
I always said, I was like, man, I really wish I could do something like that just because
Yeah.
it's so funny. You know what I mean? But knowing me, I
You probably
wouldn't.
come back anyways.
No, like I wouldn't be able to do it just because I'm like, I'm not that guy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just chill, bro. You know
I
what
think
mean?
I could fake it,
Yeah.
but I would come back.
Yeah.
I would have to finish it. Like, I would have to
yeah,
come back
yeah.
and finish it. You know
Okay,
what I
I
mean?
could do that too.
I'd
you
be
know
like,
what
all
I
right, dude,
mean?
I'm done, dude. Like, walk out, crickets,
Yeah.
and then boom, I pop back up. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't do it next time.
Yeah.
But I couldn't just dip, dude. That's fucking crazy.
That's funny, man. Like, ever since they told me that story, I'm like, bro, that's cool.
He's
That's
a G.
cool.
Whoever
Yeah.
that is.
Oh,
Do you know
yeah.
who the guy is?
No, I don't. It was one of the guys I worked with when I was guest spotting.
Okay.
It was his really good friend that used to work with him.
If by slim chance, whoever has that story, if you watch this podcast, if you listen to this podcast, you should be on the podcast because that is gangster.
Oh yeah, we need it. I might have. It's like telephone. You know, what I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I
yeah.
might have mixed it up a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that's the story. You know, what I
Dude,
mean?
when we go on a break, we should see if we can call the dude that you know
Yeah,
to see who that guy is.
I don't know him. I knew two
No,
other people.
That's what I'm
that
saying. That's
worked
what I'm
there.
saying. If you
Yeah,
knew
yeah.
the other people and stuff, then reach out. I wonder if we can figure that out. Because I
Yeah.
can get him on the phone.
Yeah.
I
what,
get on-
what
I
time
can get
is
him on
it in
the phone.
Connecticut? Is it? What time is it now?
I have
You
no
know,
idea.
We both got watches, but I bet you both of them don't work.
I ain't gonna lie, my watch is off. It's 11 in Connecticut.
11, 8, 1?
No, it's 11. Yeah,
11.
it's 11. Yeah, it's 11 in Connecticut.
Oh, that might be pushing it. You know what I mean? That's a
Hey,
little-
listen, if you're in bed at 11 in Connecticut, you're a pussy. Just putting that out there.
Or just a normal person.
No,
You know.
who goes?
You
You
know
go to bed at
what,
11?
Actually, the tattooers might be up.
That's what I'm
might be
saying,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
you're right.
or they don't draw.
I don't. I'm just.
Well, I was
playing.
like, what?
I'm
That's
just
like
playing.
draw time right there. All right, let's take a little air break because it's hot,
Okay.
getting hot in here. What do you
It
think?
is. It is.
All right, let's take a little break. Camera's good. Cool. Check. I can cut this. I'm not worried about it. I can edit. 3, 2, 1. I pulled the rib. All right. Camera check number 1. Number 2. Third one. We here. Let's forget it.
Good.
Welcome back to Tat Chat. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and Instagram. It's pretty good.
That's good.
It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's
All right. Moving on to the next topic. What is the biggest adversity you had to do or deal with in your tattoo career right now?
I think I'd have to say starting from the beginning. You know,
Like-
you know me. I'm not from here. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
where you from?
I'm from Hawaii.
Where's that?
Get out of here, dog. So when I first moved here, I moved here for school. I ended up dropping out. I was in my apprenticeship and all that, but I literally knew nobody. You know what I mean, the couple guys that I went to school with and stuff like that. So I literally had to build from the ground up, and meet people, work in the shop, build a clientele, things like that, and just push through it.
Was it harder in Hawaii? Or do you feel like it's harder in Hawaii than it is here?
To tattoo?
Yeah, like to get started, like to get the ball rolling.
You know what? How I stumbled on tattooing was weird. It was literally because I didn't want to go to school.
You just need an excuse?
Yeah, my friend was going to go get tattooed, and he's like, you want to come with me? I told him, nah, I got to go to school, bro. Called him back a minute later.
Like, I'm not trying to go.
Hey, you want to pick me up? So we got to the tattoo shop, and I've always, cliche, I've always been into tattooing, but I used to study the history of tattooing, different things, stuff like that.
Nerd.
Used to watch, yeah, it was weird. You know what I mean? I just always liked tattooing. So when I was in, I was like, how do you do the apprenticeship thing, And he's like, we're looking for one. I'm like, you want to try? And I was like, yeah. I showed up to ask for an apprenticeship in a collared shirt, like buttoned up. I thought it was a regular job interview, bro. I had no idea.
I'm so weak.
I had no idea. And they were like, what the hell? And
they're probably like, I'm not going to hire this square. Like, what are you doing?
It was so funny, the guy who basically kind of made like the last decision that was there. He was one of the more senior guys at the shop, and the other one wasn't there. So Angie walked up and she's like, what do you think, Actually, no, the first time I showed up twice because the first time I didn't even have a drawing. Yeah, I didn't know you need to bring drawings, right?
You just were like, yo, like apprenticeship?
Well, because he had told me they were looking for one. He's like, just come and talk to them. He, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he didn't tell you.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. I thought it was like I just gotta show up. You know what I mean? I thought he had like talked to them and said like, hey, bring this guy. Something I don't even know what I was thinking. I that's why I was asking him because I had no idea how to do it.
Yeah.
So when I came up, I had nothing. I was like, look, I just moved here. Can I have like a week to draw? She was like, yeah. So moving out here, I didn't have much. I didn't have a whole lot of money. You know what I mean? So before that, I had actually been bored one night, and I drew on top of a back of a tuna box can with Sharpies, bro.
No, you didn't.
I did. I drew a koi fish. But I had did this before I was talking about the tattoo apprenticeship.
Yeah.
And so I already had it. So that was one of the things that I
brought a tuna can. You're lying. You brought a top of a tuna can.
No, the box. You know how when you go to the grocery store, it's in a box?
That's worse, bro. That's worse. What are you
It's so funny.
My God.
So the people from the beginning, they know because they were there. Dude, it's
they're like, yeah, this dude,
tuna man. Where everything started.
That's crazy.
And the guy said, he's like a brother to me now. His name is Zoe. Zoe915, on Instagram. Shout out, big love. But he had said, yeah, we need somebody to clean anyway. Like that was his answer. That's
you were
how
like, I am not a janitor. I'm not trying to do this. Like, not happening.
He actually took the longest to even talk to me. He wouldn't even talk to me when I came in. He's like, yeah, just break me down. I'm like, all right. Whatever.
I like those kind of people though, because they don't want to like. They don't want to put you all in right off the bat and, show you everything and tell you everything without you earning that kind of, kind of place and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I respect it. But it's funny because he's like my brother now. He's a big bro for sure.
That's right. You earn that respect.
Yeah. I think the day I got my respect is when they told me not to come. Or one of them did. He was like, I told you to be here at 10. I'm like, well, Angie said she's going to pick me. It was late. It's Hana. He's like, don't come in. I'm like, all right. And then I rolled up. He's like, I thought I told you not to fucking come. I'm like, I gotta work for everybody else, bro. And he just looked at me crazy, and he's like, all right. And he just walked away.
Yeah, he fucked. He's like, I'm showing up anyways.
I was like, all right, cool. So just that, man. Just everything, not knowing nobody. I had no family. My mom gave me $300 a month to like live off of, and $200 of that went to the person that was letting me sleep on their couch.
Yeah.
And all of that, and the 100 extra, it was literally for food. Yeah, for the first week, I was pretty much spending that. I would eat scraps from the people. They'll feel bad. They're like, you want the last of my fries? I'm like, hell yeah. let me get that,
Like, absolutely.
Yeah, so they laugh because I blew up. I got bigger. They're like, damn, eating good now, huh? I'm like, shit.
It happens every time, bro.
I got 4 fries for dinner.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. Unless you have a great metabolism.
Yeah.
If you a thick tattooer, you a good tattooer. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, man.
How do you feel like how long do you think it took you to like be a good tattooer, you think? I was going to ask you that earlier because I have like a little, story on my back end, how long I personally thought it took for me to be like a quote unquote good tattooer. Yeah. Man, people might be listening to this or watching this and being like, you were never good. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
that's true.
You know what I mean? How long do you think you took?
So I've been actually, what is today?
I have no idea.
Like August 9th, 10th?
Sure, 2022.
So sometime last week, it made 8 years for me.
Bro.
One of those days.
Bro.
Yeah.
You're lying.
No, yeah.
You want to know something crazy?
What?
Last week was my 8 years.
Okay,
I swear to God.
you for real?
I
thought you were
swear.
fucking with me. You
I
always fucking
swear
around,
to
you know what
God.
I mean?
I swear to God. Last week was my 8-year anniversary.
Oh, that's cool.
I swear.
Same.
Crazy. That is literally.
Yeah.
I put it on everything.
That's cool.
I could have
You
sworn
know
I posted it.
In fact, no, we did start the same time because the first time I met you was at a convention, and you were like, "How long are you tattooing?" And I was like, "I don't know, like 4 months." And you were like, "Me too."
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember
It was in
that.
Mesa.
Yeah. And that
Yeah.
I think that's how we originally got connected before you came to my birthday. It was just that one passing.
and you were like, "You did that tattoo?" And I was like, "Yeah." You were like, "I was gonna vote for that, but it was too small."
Oh, I was judging.
Yeah.
Oh
You
my
were like, you were like,
gosh.
it was too small. All the other stuff was big, so we couldn't vote for it. But you
Yeah,
put
yeah.
like this little details in it, so I thought it was sick. But other guys were like, "Nah, too small." I was like,
Yeah.
it's all good.
It happens like that though. Sometimes in contests, like
Yeah.
if there's two tattoos that are really good and you don't know what to choose, you gotta choose the big boy. That's just
Yeah.
what it is. That's crazy. Yeah. Last week, 8 years, bro.
Yeah.
Congrats, bro.
Hey,
That's awesome,
hey,
bro.
we made it. Maybe not really. Almost, kinda.
We're on a podcast. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it.
But no. So to answer your question, I really don't believe that I considered myself a good artist until maybe a year ago.
Okay.
If that, I think it's kind of recent because even up to then, everybody tells you like, "Oh, you're so good now," this and that, and I was like, "Yeah, I know it's not bad," but in my mind, I knew there was things I was still trying to figure out, and I know I'm nowhere near the best, but that's when I think I sat down with myself and I was like,
I
"All
put
right,
out a good tattoo.
yeah, you're good," you know what I mean? Like,
We are definitely on the same plane because I was gonna say the same shit.
yeah,
Like the last year or so, like I've sat back and been like, oh man, like I can kind of tattoo a little bit.
yeah,
Cause I feel like, dude, I opened the shop in 2017 and I was like, dang, dude, like looking back at it, I'm like, I opened a shop and I sucked. Like I was
Hey.
not good. Like I wouldn't consider myself good at all. I just couldn't deal with working under someone. You know what I mean?
yeah. I
But
feel
like
that.
the last year or so is really when I've been like, you know what? Like forget everybody else. I can tattoo. Like I
Yeah.
can do a good tattoo. I'm having clients that are happy. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. But I also think that it's a situation where I want to elevate. I think elevating every single day. That's kind of why I'm like, oh, I don't like every tattoo because I want the next one to be better. I want it to be better and better and better. But I think that's also where the hatred and like dislike from other tattooers come from, because like 8 years is a short time, dude. Like,
Oh yeah,
it's weird to think that it's 8 years, but like in any other industry, that's like forever.
oh yeah.
Not in our industry, bro.
It's
Not
hard,
even
man.
close.
I've lost a lot of friends and people who showed me a lot through
Mhm.
the way, and a lot of them don't like me for whatever reason, and,
Yeah,
and
it's
I
the
don't
hair.
even know. It might be the hair.
They're
man.
jealous,
it's
bro.
Always
They
the
just,
hair.
they don't want no part of that hair at all.
But it's because it's hard to see young guys come up and do that. But it's not
Correct.
only us. It's just how it is now. You know what I mean?
Dude.
There's so much more that you can do, and all these people coming up and knowing and learning all these new techniques so much faster that it doesn't take 20 years to get a technique down.
This is exactly what I had a conversation with Vinny about.
Yeah.
Okay. I think, and no disrespect to the older cats, like you guys made it, you guys did your thing. But I think 15 years ago, you didn't have to be a fantastic tattooer to be great to everybody else.
Yeah.
Nowadays, dude, these kids are tattooing 2 years and just are
Oh, yeah.
eating people. Like they're just doing, like they're learning, they're skipping past all the mistakes and stuff that we didn't know, and they're jumping right in it.
Mhm.
So like, I think it's crazy, dude. I met people 2, 3, maybe 4 years in that I'm like, dude, like you make me want to quit.
Oh yeah. There's
Like you make me not want to tattoo at all.
There's this guy named Zeus from Hawaii.
Okay.
And I went back home and guest spotted at a shop out there that he was working at.
Mhm.
And at the time, he was fairly new.
Mhm.
He was still building. His art was always dope, you know what I mean? But, everybody knows tattooing is different.
Yeah.
Now he's working at Skin Design under Robert Fole.
Okay.
And he's killing it. Like, his work is solid, man,
Yeah.
So if you're watching this, bro, big props because he's way better than I am, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I kind of saw the beginning of his career, and it was really cool
Mhm.
to see him grow and become where he is today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
So-
fast.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's so,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
it's honestly annoying. Like I give respect to y'all, but
Yeah.
you're annoying as hell. Like
Yeah.
that's so ridiculous,
Which
dude.
is crazy because we haven't even been tattooing that long.
Mhm.
But in the tattoo world, I feel like, 8 years it's fast, but it's still a long time.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because look how much has changed with our equipment and stuff
Oh
like
my
that within
gosh,
the
yeah.
years.
I feel like in our era too, within the last 8 years, that's the largest gap of growth.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? The tattoo supplies, everything we use has grown more in the last 8 years,
Oh, yeah.
which is why the older cats who've been tattooing longer than that kind of are all on the same frame. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The people who are making it right now that have been tattooing over 10 years, it's because they did such a big impact. You know what I mean? They had to do something. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But other than that, like everyone's in the shadows, dude. These new kids that are coming up are crazy. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
crazy to say kid and new because like
Yeah.
we're still kids and new, man, in my
Yeah.
book, but like
Yeah.
they're killing it, dude.
Oh,
like
yeah.
and their mindset's different.
Yeah.
They're hustlers, bro. They're grinders. Everyone is like
not all of them. Some of them. Some of them. But I think the
There's
ones
some
that are
bums out there.
hustlers, I do think that they were fortunate enough to be around the older cats.
Yeah,
They
yep,
were
yep,
hustlers.
yep.
Because that's one thing that you learn from the older guys. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Is they were hustlers. You literally had to go out and get the word of mouth out there and learn how to hustle.
Yeah. I agree, dude. It's crazy.
Crazy.
It's crazy. Hey, bro, stop copying me, bro.
Hey,
Stop trying to be like me, bro. You're talking the same words and shit.
I'm gonna get a purple faux hawk too.
Bro,
Yeah, it'd be sick.
bro, you should do it.
Yeah.
Can I color your hair purple?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Beard.
Green.
What the? Why? Why?
I don't know. It just felt complimentary. You know?
He's like, I just chose whatever color came to the top of my head.
No,
that
I already
wasn't
got
purple.
like streaks in it. What is it called? Highlights, something like that. It matches purple gold.
Is it natural or do you do it
Yeah.
yourself? Don't lie. Don't lie. You get your hair done?
Yeah.
You get your hair done?
Why not?
What do you do?
I mean, what I do?
Like, what do you do to get your hair done? You get highlights?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Why not? It looks natural, but then I don't gotta go do all that other stuff. You know.
Hey.
Like,
Hey, man, I just thought that you just had natural highlights, man. My bad.
no. Does anybody have natural highlights? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I don't do hair, bro.
I don't do hair. And I was born like this, bro. You didn't know I'm born with this purple hair. I've always been like this.
Bro, I really don't know. I don't do hair. You look like you do hair.
I do color my own hair. I won't front with you. It look good or what?
Nah, I mean, you're kind of patchy.
Dang.
Nah, I'm just
I
playing,
went
bro.
for the natural look, man. That's messed up. All right. No one wants to hear about my hair. Maybe your hair that you went to the salon to get. But do you have any questions or anything that you want to ask me? Put me on the spot. Let's hear it. Anything.
I feel like you put me on the spot asking me to put you on the spot. Because now I feel like I got to come up with something good. You know what I mean? And I feel like I got to press you like you've been pressing me.
Yeah.
Just to make you
Hey.
be like, man, this is my show, bro.
No, press it. Let's go. Early, for instance, so earlier, you know what I mean, at a different earlier podcast, they were like, yo, where'd the purple hair come from?
Yeah.
Why do you have purple hair? What the heck? So you
Yeah.
don't have anything right now.
No, you know what? I got a good one.
All right, let's hear it. Let's take
I got
it.
a good
Let's
one.
go. Let's go.
Because I know I have to deal with it too.
Okay.
So I think it would be cool for me to hear other people's opinions.
Oh boy,
too.
let's get it.
You know
Let's
what I mean?
get it.
So,
No.
it ain't no secret. A lot of people don't like you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
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 Obviously, you wouldn't be where you're at if you didn't let that fuel you. You know what
Correct.
I mean? And you need that. And I think it takes people, it takes a strong mind to do something like that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But are there times where certain people, it really gets to you and it kind of hurts? You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
you may have been close before or you looked up to them or
Mhm.
this and that. You know what I mean? So have you ever, like, I guess you can say, had to push people who you really care about out of your life for that?
That's a good one. That is a good one. All right, guys, we're out. I'm just kidding. Honestly, Kate, I will tell you this. I posted, if anyone follows me or listens, I post it on a regular basis. I think mental strength is the most important thing on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
It's just simple as that. Oh shit. The fucking camera died. All right. If you had one question for me
Yeah.
that you could ask and I have to answer it, what would it be?
Okay. So, obviously, you know what I mean? We were talking about how we don't, like, have everybody who likes us, something like that. We have haters, you know what I mean? I think you might have a little bit more than I do. But what I was saying is, have you ever had somebody close to you, you know, that you kind of maybe looked up to or you were just really close with that kind of turned sour?
Okay.
And somebody that may have, like, it hurt, you know what I mean? And how did you deal with that? And how did you feel? You know what I mean?
Okay. So yeah, I have a lot of haters. We all know that. I don't think anyone's watching this or listening.
Yeah.
We all know. All right, you guys don't gotta rub it in. I know.
Yeah.
All right. Honestly,
I like you. I
that's
think
all
you're.
that
I think
matters,
you're
bro.
cool, bro.
That's all that matters, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
You know what I mean? So
I can die now.
yeah. I mean,
Appreciate it.
that's cool.
Honestly, if you follow me or if you know me at all, I will always say it over and over again. I think that mental strength is the most important thing possible. Okay, so I'll say that first.
Yeah.
I do have a confident, I don't care kind of,
Yeah.
personality I put out there, which is super raw.
Yeah.
It is true. I don't care if someone is listening to this and watching this and they're just rolling their eyes and blah, 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 blah. I don't care. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. But I will sit here and admit there were people that I definitely looked up to in the tattoo industry that maybe they didn't like me at all, like just as in general, like as a person. You know what I mean? So not even tattoo wise, they just didn't mess with me. But dude, it's like a girl.
Yeah.
Everyone's had a crush on a girl they can't get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had mentors and people that I looked up to that just they weren't going anywhere near me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've never had anyone be part of my life or, part of this journey with me and then, change it up or whatnot. I've had plenty of friends that, have done me dirty and stuff like that.
Oh, that's what I was about to say too. What about non-tattooers? Because it doesn't necessarily need to be a tattooer, right? Because the people that don't support you or hate on you could be, your best friend you grew up with, and they don't like the fact that you're doing good now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Honestly, as far as tattooing goes, even friends and stuff like that, none of them have like turned from friends and then like don't support it.
Yeah.
We've either had falling outs in other situations or some other reasons, and then that's just what it is. But it's never been like, I don't like what he's doing or mess with him. Like it's never changed anything because it's raw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like like the people who do like me, they like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like they fuck with me heavy.
Yeah.
The people who don't like me, they really, really don't like me. You know what I mean?
You gotta be yourself, man. It's like I don't believe in pretending to be somebody else either. You know what I mean? So no matter what somebody may do to me, I'm always gonna keep true to me and how I am.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
So
like,
I always feel like I'm learning, right? So I always feel like I'm growing no matter what it is. I did a seminar in Las Vegas, and I was able to meet a tattooer named Reese. Okay. She, is good with social media. She's good with everything. I already kind of knew it in the back of my head, but I really needed to hear it from someone I've never met before.
Yeah.
She made a perfect statement. Pretty much what she said is, if you be yourself, you tattoo how you want to be, you act how you want to be with no influences, no nothing, the type of clients that you get are the type of clients you want. Yeah. The type of friends that you get and the type of friends that stick around you are literally the ones that you want. So honestly, ever since that, even just me being super more particular about everything, I've lost a bunch of people. I've lost a bunch of friends. Yeah. I've even lost clients. But let me tell you, the people who have stuck around, the people who are still getting tattooed, the people who are rocking with me, I've never felt so heavy for. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I'm rocking back with them now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I've always supported it and been stoked about people rocking with me. But like now I'm like, yo, like we're a team now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like I've definitely taken it a little differently now too.
I mean, we wouldn't be here without them.
Exactly. Paying bills, the support, the sharing and stuff like that. I guess I never looked at it, a certain way until more recently. Now I'm like, I respect the people who rock with me so much more. It's not just like, oh yeah, they support me. Now it's like, dude, like I support you. You know what I mean? Like I rock with you. Anything you do, anything you want to do, you support me. I got you back.
Oh yeah. Especially the ones who have small businesses as well.
Correct.
I try to go out of my way to make sure that I can go and support them, even if it's something that I don't really like want or
they
normally
you.
do. You know what I mean? Like,
you.
Yeah, why not? If you can come and you can give me your time and your money and your support, like why can't I do the same thing? Even if I don't necessarily like something like that, I'm gonna go support you when I can. You know what I mean?
Dude, even the small things. Yeah. Sharing their stuff.
Oh yeah.
Tagging them, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? And like I said, I maybe never had that much respect for other people, I guess you could say, until I realized that, like, dude, the people who they're with you, they're like with you to the fullest. You know what I mean?
Hey, everybody take note.
Facts.
Don just said he respects people.
I do respect people. Just don't repeat it outside this podcast. You know what I mean?
Look at him. I'm not
a bad guy. Thanks, man.
I didn't think you were bad, bro. If I thought you were a bad guy, I wouldn't even have been your homie. You know what I mean? Like we were talking about how we met earlier. That's just funny. You know what I mean? Like,
So. I think the biggest thing, dude, honestly, going back to like people disliking me, most of the people who dislike me don't know me.
Bro.
It's facts. They've
Yeah.
never had a conversation with me.
Yep.
Maybe they've seen my social media or something, but they never spent time with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to like sit down with me, talk with
Yep.
me, you know, be around me, surround yourself, understand me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To make that choice. You know, you leave here and you're like, I did a podcast with him. I really don't fuck with him. At least you have something to back that. You know what I mean? You just don't fuck with me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But people are like, oh, Don, that guy, like that dude with purple hair. What did I do to them? What did I say? Did I say something that offended them? Did I do something that really genuinely makes you not like me? No. You just don't like what I'm doing. You don't like this movement that's going on. You know what I mean?
Well, it's hard too because you're a very outgoing person. You know what I mean? And people wish that they could be like that.
Yeah.
You know what I
Most
mean?
tattooers aren't.
Yeah, they are.
Tattooers are very.
They don't even want to deal with other people.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And for me, it's like I'm the way I am. You know, I'm outgoing to an extent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're a lot more live than I am, and people wish that they could do that. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good right here. Like, I'm down to go meet people, do stuff like that. But people wish they could be out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I want to be out there too, but I want to be out there like how I am.
Yeah.
I'm like, chill.
Some people
Don't
are
be
comfortable
yelling
with
at
that
me
shit.
because I don't speak loud enough for the camera. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, it's just me, you know.
Yeah.
And I think you being you, who cares? You know what I mean? Who
Yeah.
cares? Who cares?
I'm gonna be here no matter what. I'm gonna be the same way no matter what. So it's like the people who are on that bandwagon and we're all here to supporting one another. It's tight, and other people are left hanging. So when we're making big moves and doing things, they're watching. You know what I mean? They're watching instead of being involved in it and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just like the guys that are here. You know what I mean? I asked them to like be part of it. You know what I mean? It wasn't just a matter of like, oh, like, hey, like let's just do this thing. Like everyone's part of it. It's inclusive. You know what I mean? So something like this pops off. Something like that does rad. We're all doing it. You know what I mean? We're all successful. We're all growing from it. You mean even if it's another video job or another photographer job, just based off of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And
it's just
it's cool, crazy because I noticed that the further I've got in my career, the smaller my circle has gotten.
dude,
But
facts.
the level of people that have came into my life, bro, crazy.
smaller circle, but tighter.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like you,
Oh, yeah.
those people are super different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have really good people in my life right now that just I feel like they take me to another level.
Mhm.
You know, and it's crazy because I feel like when I sit at a table at dinner, like I'm the brokest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got the least stuff.
Yeah.
And this and that, and it doesn't make me feel like
Yeah.
shit. And they don't
Yeah.
ever make me feel shitty either.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, we split bills. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like it ain't like I got you, bro. Like they're like, yeah, split the check, and I'm like,
It's
all right, cool.
it's
Yeah.
all about who's around you.
Right,
dude.
because
it's
it's
all
not-
about who's around you.
We're not benefiting off of what you can give like physically.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
It's mentally. We're all on the same. We're
Yes.
equal mentally. And I
Yes.
think that's why we really click. And I'm really grateful for these people, and they know who they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, I'm totally cool with ending on that note. It's a super positive one, and that's super rad. Pretty much just thankful for all the support that we get. You know what I mean? No matter what. Even to the haters, like we're rocking with you guys. You guys just don't know it yet. You guys are just, like I said, in the shadow waiting. But this is Tat Chat Podcast, and I'm here with Koa. Make sure you guys check him out on Instagram.
That's me.
He's an all right guy, if I may say so myself. So check him out. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Aloha.
Peace.